Hello, everybody. Thanks for joining me for another one-man review. Today's review is a book I grabbed because one of our subs pointed it out in another video. He pointed it out in the Zhu Bing book from the ground point-to-point review that I did. So thanks, the Vasic, for pointing out Erik Kriek's Gutsman Comics. This is they're out of print. Vasic pointed me towards where I could get this one. Someone was selling on Amazon for a reasonable price, but the rest of them that I've seen online are kind of overpriced. So I'm really glad I was able to get this because it's a really cool setup for how the book works, and it's a fun story. Like with the point to point, there's something about communicating with icons that seems to, I don't know, put a story down into a more general and less specific emotional narrative. So that would be my only criticism of this book, but I really enjoyed it. Really awesome art. Kriek is obviously, boobs, an amazing illustrator and cartoonist, and I've actually seen some of his other work and really enjoyed it. Some of his more recent work, when I connected the dots between this book and the more recent books, I was kind of surprised. But yeah, he's a really great illustrator. The book is about Gutsman, and I forget this character's name. They're mentioned in the front. Tigra, kind of their relationship, and Kriek himself is in it. But the cool thing, the formally cool thing about these books is all of the communication in the word balloons is done with symbols, and they're kind of drawn too. They're not totally iconic, but they communicate in pictures within the word balloons. So it's really fun, and it's like a breakup story. Tigra, and Gutsman break up, and the artist himself shows up and is kind of offering condolences. And I don't want to give away too much more of the plot, but at some point, Tigra's less attractive sister comes into the picture and plays some shenanigans to get her way. There was one thing throughout the book that I found odd, because everything is communicated with pictures in very clever ways about what the characters are saying and what their emotional states are. Right here, he sees his mom, and she says, "Do you want to come home?" And he answers "okay" with the lettering. And I know that's a symbol for OKAY, but I thought that was odd to be using letters at all. And then a few pages later, again, the mom asks "okay," and he gives like the "okay" symbol. And that extra made me wonder, I wonder why he's not just given like the "okay" symbol throughout. And then it shows up. I think it happens one more time. And then this panel in particular, spoiler alert, his mother dies, and he uses the mask that they wear, like the little Robin mask, but it also kind of reads as an infinity symbol. And I thought that was really clever way to show her dying, is like, well, you're retiring. It's like you're putting your gloves down in the ring. The mask is coming off. It's kind of tilted like this, but it's also this infinity symbol, so you're kind of going off into forever. There's some things like that with the symbols that he plays that make this way more emotionally intense than the point to point, and also just being able to have like pictures in the story and not be all icons. So there's some clever things like that I think really up the game. So I really appreciate the Vasic for pointing this out. I will be hunting down a lot more of Erik Kriek's work. I hope I can get the rest of the Gutsman books eventually. This one, even though it says Gutsman Comics Volume 1 on the inside, it's saying it's collecting issues 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Yeah, 4 to 8 of the earlier Gutsman Comics individual issues. So I don't know why issues 1 through 3 weren't collected as Volume 1, if those are out there or not. So if other people have more answers about that or know more of Erik Kriek's work, I'd love to hear about it. But if you can find yourself a reasonably priced copy of this is a really, really cool formalist experiment in comics, and I enjoyed it. So thank you so much for the recommendation. Thanks for watching along. Take it away, Jack.